The Detroit Lions are back from their bye week in week 8, and heading into week 8, they were number 1 in the NFL power rankings with their victory over the then number 1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So let's see where the Detroit Lions are. I fully expect them to remain number 1. I think Green Bay is probably making a push very close. I wouldn't be shocked if he put another team number 1, but as the Detroit Lions didn't play, I totally expect them to be number 1. So without further ado, let's take a look at your week 9 NFL power rankings. All right, let's see what the Detroit Lions have. Where did the Detroit Lions rank when it comes to the week 9 power rankings? Here is the updated. Here's the banner. Says NFL Power Rankings Week 9. The Chargers, Texans, and Ravens on the rise. Steelers, Falcons shuffling. So that means that they probably switch spots. So I'm going to say that because of just they were already there. You can't drop down the spot if you didn't play a game. So I'm going to say that the Detroit Lions remain number 1. And here we go. It could be the Colts. It really could be the Colts, but that would be whack. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost the number 1 spot. Here we go. There we go. It's only right that the Detroit Lions were number 1. Now, had they played and won, they would still be number 1. If they played and lost, then I would have expected the Colts to be number 2. I'm going to say that the Colts are going to be number 2. There they go. Number 3 is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. The Kansas City Chiefs, bro. This guy absolutely you know what? Don't get me started. That means number 4 has got to be the Green Bay Packers, and then who rounds out the top 5? Top 5 would be the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, wow, up 1 spot from before. So number 6 is the Seattle Seahawks, down 2 spots. Number 7, the LA Rams. They also were on a bye, remain at 7. Tampa Bay Buccaneers go to 6-2. They remain at 8. And number 9 is the Buffalo Bills, who were off. No, they played and they beat the Carolina Panthers, and then the Denver Broncos, number 10. So it's actually very surprising to me, based on what he's done in the past, that he did not drop us down. I'm really shocked by that he did not move the Green Bay Packers up. Here's what he had to say. It will be interesting to see how active, if at all, the Lions will be before the November 4th trade deadline. That actually should be a V in there, because that looks like number 4. They have a 5-2 mark with losses against 2 very good teams, Green Bay and Kansas City. Well, we know one of the reasons we lost there. And the 4th best point differential in the league at plus 64. There are probably more needs on defense, but they've played more well than not on that side of the ball. And the reserve DBs stood quite tall in the Week 7 win over the Buccaneers, which makes General Manager Brad Holmes' approach to this next week so fascinating. It really does. I can't really deny anything he's saying. The NFC North hasn't entirely boiled down to a 2-horse race, but is shaping up that way at the moment between Detroit and Green Bay. It won't be shocking to see the Lions try to make a move, but even without one, they're in very good shape heading into the back half of the season. All right, so let's break this down. I'm glad that he kept us at number 1. It only makes sense. We already know about the Green Bay Packers. The Kansas City Chiefs. The plus 64 point differential is awesome. Brad Holmes is approached the next week. First of all, let's get the 2-horse race. I think it is going to be a 2-horse race. I'm actually going to make a video maybe sometime today on what I think the playoff picture is going to look like, but we'll talk about that a little later. But when it comes down to Brad Holmes making a move, we're going to talk about that later as well. I'm kind of torn between what I think he's going to do. Do I think he's going to stand pat, or do I think he is going to make a trade? I am on the fence. Right now, I am 50-50. And I think it's going to boil down to what it looks like after this week. J.J. McCarthy is a mobile quarterback. Like, he can move out of the pocket and things like that. My hope, and we'll discuss this further in a different video, my hope is that he is not kind of rocked to sleep by whatever happens in Minnesota. If we come and we get 5 or 6 sacks and he's like, you know what, we don't have to make a move. Now, I know a lot of you guys are just convinced that we need help at cornerback. And I think that the need for a pass rusher, I know we got to get on it. I think the defensive line help is more pressing. Here's why I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to the depth in the secondary, believe it or not, we have it. We have more than we have on the defensive line. We just got, and I don't want to go too far because this is bleeding heavily into my next video, but got word today that Marcus Davenport, there is no timetable on him. There is no, that he was asked about Vaki and Davenport, and he said he's improving, but literally there's no timeport. He expects him to be back, did not say when. Davenport has been eligible to come off IR for at least a game or two. So with that being the case, I think that, I don't know. I will say this that goes, and again, this is bleeding over into another video, but that Brad Holmes, in the 4 years that he's been general manager of the Detroit Lions, the only year that he did not make a move, even if it was small, on the trade deadline was year number 1. Now, I did see from Adam Schefter that he was on Pat McAfee, and Pat was asked about, the over-under of, Adam was asked about the over-under of NFL trades being over or under 5. And he said he expected under, because I think 5 trades happened in the month of October, and we still have a couple of days left. So he thinks that the under is going to be under 5. And I was like, man, I wonder if the Detroit Lions are going to be part of that list. Again, half of this video was about that and what the Detroit Lions are going to do in the trade deadline. But I think that the fact that even this video, this guy is talking about power rankings, but yet a trade deadline move comes up, whether it's the secondary. And a lot of you think that we need offensive linemen. We do. It wouldn't hurt. At the same time, Taylor Decker is probably going to be enough to get us through the season. And I mean, if put in the comments below, you have to choose 2 of the 3 positions. You have to choose cornerback, offensive lineman, or defensive lineman. Which one are you taking? Are you taking DL, OL, or CB at the trade deadline? Don't forget, Brad loves to poach off practice squads. He loves to sign dudes off the couch. And I'm not even trying to be funny, man. Like, that's what he does. And last week it worked out. Is that going to be enough to take us all the way? But as far as number 1, can't really complain. We didn't play. We shouldn't lose our spot if we didn't play. And we'll see what the Detroit Lions are after. I feel like even with the win, unless we absolutely stomp Minnesota, I think we win and he's going to move us down. That's what I think. But let me know what you think in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You can be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.